Welcome to RV Hour, powered by Giant Recreation World. An honest talk about the RV lifestyle, travel, costs, tips, and everything you need to know. Each week, we'll bring you the best and most helpful info, travel hacks, and answer your camping questions. Now, here's your host, Larry McNamara, CEO of Giant Recreation World.
Wow, how time flies when you're having fun, my friend.
I tell you.
This is the RV Hour, and I'm Larry.
And Dwayne.
We are Giant Recreation World with 3 locations: Palm Bay, Winter Garden, and Ormond Beach.
Come on by.
What episode are we on now?
Episode 63.
Come on. Yeah, that's older than me. That's great. So, last week, we were talking about some cool places to visit.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and off the main road, basically in Florida.
Wonderful place.
And I added something, the Lion Country Safari Campground.
Oh, yeah.
Or whatever. It's called LionCountrySafari.com.
Okay.
And there's a KOA campground as part of it. And you were telling me that when you were a kid, you stayed there.
Yes.
As did I.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And so I wanted to talk more about things that they have to do there other than the safari drive-through.
Yes. Because they have an amazing, that KOA is a huge campground.
It is, with all kinds of the normal KOA awesome amenities on steroids. But then you got they have a whole adventure park.
Okay.
Which is also part of that whole thing. And it has rides, attractions, and encounters.
Oh, wow.
So we'll talk about the rides first. You got the flying elephant.
Hey.
Kind of like the, Dumbo ride.
Dumbo ride,
You know what I'm saying? You have, you got the carousel.
Okay.
Everybody loves a carousel.
I got to imagine all the animals are on that carousel.
Yeah, they have the Rio Grande train that I'm sure will take you around and see some animals too.
Yeah, see the whole park. Yeah.
But then you also got a water park.
Wow, gee, man, there's all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, they have safari water slides, safari falls, safari splash and spray grounds.
Yeah,
spray grounds. That's unbelievable. You got you have animal encounters. So you get giraffe feeding, which my granddaughter loves.
Oh, yeah.
Her name is Olivia, and she loves feeding the giraffes.
Really? That's fun. That's right. And they have the huge tongue, that black.
Oh, yeah. And it gets all nasty. So, petting, they got a petting zoo.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They have lorikeet feeding. You know what a lorikeet is?
A lorikeet?
It's a bird.
Like a parakeet family.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Other attractions, they got gemstone mining.
Whoa.
They have a maze. Or,
like cornfield type. Yeah.
Mini golf. They have a fun slide, Oh, wow. Yeah. They have Safari Queen pontoon boat, paddle boat rental. Look at that. Just all kinds of good stuff.
All kinds of stuff.
And if you want other experiences, you can pay for some what they call the premier experiences.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Is that now? I feel like that's something they bring the python, put the python around your neck. That stuff.
There's all kinds of cool stuff, but they require at least a week's pre-notice. So,
okay.
Because you can't do same day. So if you just on a whim go there, you can't
just do that.
Any of these. And they're separate price. They're all price. But you can do the flamingo mingle experience.
Not do on one leg.
Oh, whatever. The giraffe painting experience.
Whoa.
It's a basic the painting class where you paint a giraffe.
Paint a giraffe.
And the live giraffe is your model.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They have a VIP tour basically that does basically the whole park.
Oh, wow.
And I think that's $100 or something per person.
Yeah, and then you get a VIP.
But
that's nice.
It's also very educational. Then you got birds and brushes experience.
Oh.
You got the toddler tour, which is a petting zoo experience for toddlers.
Oh, that's fun.
And then if you want to, go eating or whatever, they have all kinds of food. They have the base camp, the table 67, which is brand new.
Well,
they have cones. They got the safari food truck. They got safari snacks.
Oh, man.
And if you want to go shopping, go to the outpost.
The outpost.
The marketplace, which is also brand new. The Lion's Den and the Splash Hut.
Oh,
see?
Lion's Den.
See, there's all kinds of cool stuff to do.
Fun.
So that's like a long weekend. Maybe even a week. You can spend a week
there. Yeah, man.
Very cool.
Taking the trails, seeing all the animals.
I don't usually go in depth that much on a campground kind of because I know it started with a campground,
Oh, yeah.
and it's grown so much.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's fun.
maybe next week we'll come up with somewhere else.
Yeah,
To talk to focus on.
Have a special place each week.
Absolutely.
That'd be a good one.
For right now, let's talk about some scenic highways in Florida that you need to visit.
I thought this was pretty neat because we did the last before,
Right.
The driving on a busy highway on your RV.
How to?
So that was kind of segues into the streets to travel on.
This is so powerful to me. I'm loving this.
Tell you,
So
that's what
you
we-
take the first one.
All right. So this is the Overseas Highway. This is located in the Florida Keys. This scenic highway offers stunning views of the turquoise waters of the Atlantic Ocean and the Gulf of Mexico, as well as iconic bridges connecting the islands.
If you've ever been to the Keys, you've been on those bridges.
Oh, yeah.
They call it the 7 Mile bridges or something
Yeah.
like that. Little do you know that in different areas, they have little kickouts
Okay.
where the state troopers hide.
Uh-huh.
So, again, even though it looks like you're just miles and miles of straight road, you don't want to speed
Don't
because
speed.
they're hiding. And the walls that they built are higher than their car.
And the guard.
So you don't see them and you can't see that kickouts. So that's my experience to tell you. But if you've never been to the Keys and experienced those long bridges that are not really far off of the water,
No, that's really.
you have to do it.
Take a trip. Definitely check it out. What's neat too is on the highway, you look to your right, you can see the Gulf of Mexico. Look to your left, see the Atlantic Ocean.
There you go.
Pretty neat.
It's unbelievable. What if you're at the end, at the very Key West, and you look out? What do you see?
Cuba. Vast ocean. That's all that's out there.
Yeah, but I think
What? The Atlantic Ocean?
it could be both still.
Oh, you're getting a little bit of everybody on that one. Like, what is this? This is brackish.
Which means it's salt water. Yeah. So, how about the A1A Scenic and Historic Coastal Byway?
Oh, yeah.
It's stretching along Florida's Atlantic coast. It offers picturesque views of pristine beaches,
Oh, yes.
charming coastal towns,
Mm-hmm.
and historic landmarks such as St. Augustine and Kennedy Space Center.
The Kennedy Space
And if
Center.
you've never been to the Kennedy Space Center,
Gotta check that.
highly recommend it.
Hive.
Yeah.
What's nice too, this A1A, it runs the whole strip of Florida up. I think it all the way to
Absolutely
Jacksonville.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you take that to the Keys.
If you're not in any hurry, that's a good way to go.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of 35 mile an hour, 25 mile an hour actually in Ponce
areas.
Inlet.
Yeah.
So, and they will give you a ticket.
Oh, well, they monitor that highly. Sir. All right. Next one. Miami Trail, US 41.
Mm-hmm.
So this runs from Miami to Tampa. This highway passes through the scenic Everglades National Park, offering opportunities to spot alligators, birds, and other wildlife on their natural habitat.
I bet you could probably rent an airboat or ride on an airboat somewhere out there, right?
Oh, probably right.
And are you doing that next week?
Yeah, it's on the
Because
next.
I don't think I'm ever going to stop poking
Until I get on
if
this.
you get on an airboat. There's
I'll go home tonight, schedule a tour.
many of the multi-people airboats don't go that fast.
Yeah.
It's fine. You'll have to be scared.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So we got the Florida Keys Scenic Highway, US 1.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that runs from Key Largo to West Coast to Key West.
Oh, that's what it is. A1A changes to US
There
1
you
in
go.
Miami, and you take US 1 all the way down. There
Yeah.
you go.
Just like the I-95 ends in Miami.
Yeah, I think that ends US 1 too. Ends
That's right,
US 1.
pretty much. It's pretty confusing when you get down there. But, it offers breathtaking views of Florida Keys, including crystal clear waters, coral reefs, and colorful sunsets.
Yeah, man.
And hiding police.
Don't believe something
Mhm.
sad.
State Road A1A
A1A.
it runs parallel to the Atlantic Ocean on Florida's east coast.
Oh, yeah.
It passes through charming beach towns, nature reserves, and scenic coastal landscapes.
Yeah. Now, this next one here,
I know you're very familiar with it.
this
right?
is my personal favorite.
All right, so
Here we go.
Let's do it.
Alligator Alley. 75. I've traveled that road many a time.
mhm.
So this cuts through the heart of the Everglades. This highway offers a unique opportunity to experience Florida's iconic wetlands with chances to spot alligators, wading birds, and other wild.
Yeah.
Oh,
and you know, these scenic highways are the perfect trips for your RVs.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
So
Plus, that like that one you just talked about, a good place if you have a body you have to get rid of or whatever.
So my grandmother always tells a story. She was with her friends. They might have been drinking a little bit, but they were on the side of the road on the alligator alley. One of the guys jumps out, grabs a hold of something and throws it in the trunk. And he says, "Take off. I got us an alligator."
Huh?
When they made it back to the hotel, they opened up the trunk. It was an old tire torn off of a semi. That's what they grabbed hold of. Not an alligator.
Very nice. You got to be careful with that.
Always.
Hey, the last time I was on an airboat, we were snatching alligators out of the water.
Get out of that.
Not even kidding.
Little one? Like a big old one?
4-footers.
Oh,
3-footers.
Full on.
Just grab them behind the head and behind the haunch.
Right on that haunch.
Yeah, wrong and haunch. And they're strong, I tell you.
Strong.
Don't drop them in the airboat. That's bad.
Yeah.
All right. So this next one, I feel like you already did.
I know. I felt that the US one too also got a.
Maybe. But
Yeah, we do have the
at least it brought more to the table.
Yep.
Talking about that's where the I-95 and the I-75 kind of end. And filters you right down there to the Keys, right?
Yeah, man.
So
Just the cypress swamps and all that stuff.
yeah, that's right. And the sawgrass prairies.
Oh, yeah.
And there you go.
Well, we talked about skinny water.
Skinny water's good. That's what you want. Your airboat on.
That whole area there. I think that whole area is skinny water.
Yeah. So the Florida's Big Bend Scenic Byway. That's US 98. Runs along Florida's Gulf Coast. You know. So it offers panoramic views of pristine beaches, coastal marshes, and historic fishing villages, as well as opportunities for bird watching and fishing.
Yeah. Florida's big on bird watching.
Now, I believe there's a couple of nudist colonies up and down there, but you can't see them. You have to get off on one of those less traveled byways.
Oh, yeah. I've been to the one in Miami.
We knew you would, you freak. You freak.
Run around like a wild animal.
The next one sounds like the same thing again.
Yeah. No, this is a little different. The
Right.
Appalachian Bay Scenic Byway,
US
which is
98.
also still US 98.
Okay,
Yep.
they just called it something
So
different.
I guess that's probably the other ends of it.
Possibly.
Because it's probably
Yeah.
pretty long as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever been on 98.
We'll figure it out.
All right. So we're offering views of Florida's forgotten coast. This highway passes through charming coastal towns, white sand beaches, and scenic coastal marshes teeming with wildlife.
I love wildlife.
Yeah, man.
That's good for RVs and RV accessories.
Yes, sir.
Especially if the squirrels start eating on your LP hoses and such, you have to come visit Giant Recreation World. We have 3 locations, Palm Bay, Winter Garden, Ormond Beach,
Come on by.
and get those repair parts. We usually have them in stock.
In stock.
So how about the Gulf Coast Highway, US 19, that runs along Florida's Gulf Coast and offers stunning views of the Gulf of Mexico, as well as access to white sand beaches, state parks, and historic landmarks.
I wonder if that's part of 98. On the same side there.
It could be.
We have to do a little more research, dig into these guys.
Well, just like you got A1A, you got US 1, you got I-95, all of those roads basically all go to the same direction, go to the
intersect.
same place.
Yep.
Yeah, so pick the next one, please.
All right.
Can I talk about this one? 'Cause
Come on.
I know about this one.
Do you?
I've been on it many times.
Get out of town. All right.
The Ormond Beach Scenic Loop and Trail. They call it the Loop. Matter of
That's what
fact,
it's just-
there's a Save the Loop Foundation or whatever. Save the
wow,
Loop.
yeah.
But it's a scenic drive that offers a diverse range of landscapes, including ocean views, lush forests, marshes, and rivers. Highlights include Tomoka State Park, Bulow Creek State Park, and the historic Ormond Beach Loop. Okay, now that whole area, it's canopy trees over the road. So you're driving down a tunnel of trees.
Whoa,
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty.
And the loop is windy, twisty, great for a motorcycle, ride.
Okay. That's
So
fun.
again, and if you like to golf at Halifax Plantation, like I do now and again, you drive through that too to get there.
Get there.
Again,
Okay.
so I told you I wanted to take them.
Yeah, that's a good one there.
But they won't let you develop on that.
Because it's all, is it national?
It's all protected. And people try to want to, infringe on it because it's so beautiful.
I'm sure. Yeah, I can imagine that.
Good fishing out there too. You can fish off any of the bridges. And there's a lot of them. So go ahead.
That is a nice one. I like that.
Mhm.
All right. We got the Indian River Lagoon National Scenic Byway.
Oh, I love the scenic byways.
So this one's running along Florida's East Coast. This scenic byway offers breathtaking views of the Indian River Lagoon, one of North America's most diverse estuaries.
I'm sorry that sometimes they try and make themselves act smart. Hey Google. Hey Google, what's another word for an estuary? Oh wait, we don't have no Google.
No Google yet.
All right.
We're waiting on one.
Yeah.
It's coming. Travelers can enjoy bird watching, kayaking, exploring historical sites along the route.
That's a good, very cool place. So,
Yeah.
how about the Florida Black Bear Scenic Byway, State Road 40?
Oh yeah,
which I live off of. Yeah, if you're ever going from Ormond Beach or Daytona to Ocala, you got to go 40.
That's where you take.
There's no other way.
There you go.
So you got passing through the Ocala National Forest.
Mm-hmm.
These byways offer a chance to spot Florida's native black bear in their natural habitat. Matter of fact, you kind of got to look in the trees because a lot of them are sitting up in.
Yeah, they're usually up higher. Yep.
So the travelers can enjoy hiking, camping, and exploring freshwater springs in the forest.
Oh, that's always fun.
They also have wildlife management areas and stuff out there, and boat docks that are public
docking.
But if you love to just go through the forest without any houses and stuff around there, that's what you got.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah. Very cool. All right, so we got Big Cypress National Preserve Loop Road.
You know what? I think this is a good place to stop real quick.
Yeah, you might want to come back to these
because they're very interesting, and I don't want to go run through them real quick.
No, I agree.
And can I say this again?
Come on.
Perfect. Any of these roads are awesome to take your RV on.
Oh yeah,
and they have the most quaint, awesome rustic campgrounds and fish camps and stuff that you can book sites on, and just enjoy great weekends. In the outskirts of.
There you go.
Very countrified, good fishing, really good Southern cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we'll be back after this short message.
At Giant Recreation World, you can buy them, rent them, trade them, or get them service and repairs. Check out the RV lifestyle, freedom to travel when and where you want to go. What are you waiting for? April is time to take advantage of new inventory to choose from, plus new sale prices and markdowns. All units made in America for America. Plus, at Giant Recreation World, you get the warranty forever. Get in on it. There's a location near you in Winter Garden, Palm Bay, or Destination Daytona. Check them out online anytime at GiantRecreationWorld.com.
Okay, folks, if you were watching before, I put the kibosh, I put the stop, the road sign out there for Dwayne, who was getting ready to talk about the St. Johns River National Scenic Byway.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to stop him because I love byways.
Mm-hmm.
Usually there's places to pull over and do some photography. Or some video.
They usually have good pull-off spots, too.
I love the video opportunities out there. And for all you YouTubers and Facebookers or whatever you are.
Oh, yeah.
You can do selfies and stuff.
Couple of drone shots.
I'm going to say you because it's just not me. I just can't get to that same level. Although that people are making millions of dollars doing it now.
I also. Seems like they always struggle, though. Like they have their own personal stuff they're dealing with, even though they're doing great as influencers.
Who knows?
Tough gig.
This is episode 63.
Here we go.
Segment number 2.
That's right.
And we were talking about the great highways and stuff to ride on
Florida
to get to the
Highway.
Why? Because the trip is just as important as the destination.
That's right.
And you will be so impressed going on some of these roads.
Oh yeah.
Instead of getting the interstates.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. Tell us about St. Johns River National.
Well, we got the one right before that.
Well, you take it.
Yeah. Big Cypress National Preserve Loop Road.
There you go.
So, located in the heart of Big Cypress National Preserve, this scenic drive offers views of pristine wetland cypress forests and abundant wildlife, including alligators, birds, and deer.
All right. Well, we were talking about fishing too.
Oh yeah.
And if there's cypress trees and stumps, then there's definitely some water and skinny water.
Skinny water.
For that trip you're about to go on the airboat.
On the airboats.
But
now cypress too. Yeah. And those little guys stick out. I learned as a kid, those are knees.
They cypress knees.
Cypress knees.
Also, they basically grow in a circle around the base of the trees. And the bigger the tree is, the wider the circle gets. But if you're fishing and let's say that you don't see any of those knees, just know they're down there.
Oh, yeah.
And if you cast up against that tree, you're probably going to snag one of those knees.
Oh, yeah.
And you're going to lose your lure.
That's how it's going to break you through.
Yeah. See?
It's hard fishing around them cypress trees.
It certainly is. You have to you have to have due diligence.
There, yeah.
You know,
I practice that.
I suggest a top water lure that floats over them.
Little bobber.
No bobbers. If we're talking advanced fishing, the advanced fishing. Bobbers are good for the speck fishing.
Brim fishing.
You know, especially if you got the hydrilla. You know what that is?
No, the hydrilla.
See, I'm teaching you people.
Wait a second. I feel like I just read this because of Lake Apopka. Hydrilla is in Lake Apopka.
Well, yeah, but it's basically grass, but it gets real thick.
Oh, okay.
So if you're going to go speck fishing, then you just kind of dip your bait or whatever, in a hole where you can see through it.
Oh, okay.
You know, and because the fish are underneath it.
Oh, and they've cleared out an area type thing?
No, they're underneath there. Because that hydrillas.
Just up
underneath.
Okay.
Yeah. It gets all tangled in your engine and stuff. It's a real pain in the butt.
And that's what I got. I guess they're trying to get it out of Lake Apopka. There's too much.
It does choke the lake out a little bit.
Oh, that's what
it
is.
inhibits.
That's crazy that you brought that up. I've only just today read what that word was, the hydrilla.
Well, there you go. But we don't even talk, folks. But I'm going to talk. Okay. I'm going to bring up the St. Johns River National Scenic Byway again. And know that it runs along the St. Johns River.
Oh, yeah.
Florida's longest river, if you didn't know that.
I didn't know that one, actually.
This scenic byway offers views of lush marshes, historic towns, and abundant wild. Highlights include the Blue Spring State Park, the Pontoon Island State Park, and the charming town of D-Land.
I've been there.
Everybody loves D-Land.
I like D-Land.
Not as much as everybody loves Larry. But everybody loves the D-Land area. It's charming. It's quaint.
It is. Very nice.
You know, there's all kinds of little towns like that all over Florida.
It's near the Casadega and that, too. So.
It's kind of the opposite side of the interstate.
Up there.
But yeah. How about you take this next one? Because we all love this river.
This is one of my songs, too. On the Swanee River.
Yeah, there you go.
So the Swanee River Wilderness Trail.
Nice.
So this follows the Swanee River through North Florida. The scenic trail offers opportunities for paddling, fishing, and camping in a pristine natural setting. Travelers can explore freshwater springs, cypress swamps, and historic sites along the river.
So awesome. And you can hum that song to yourself while you're there, you know?
I like that it just says paddling.
Paddling.
You know?
Yeah, well, I guess you can paddle a canoe. I guess you can paddle a kayak.
Yeah.
I guess you could paddle one of those things you stand on.
Yeah.
I don't even what do you call that?
Man, you just made me go blank.
A real big surfboard thing.
Can't believe I just lost that. We're going to bring that one back. That'll come back around. Hey, Google, what's the long thing to surf?
Paddleboard. There you go.
My goodness.
I'm sorry. But
there we go. That was fun.
And the word paddle's in it. So, that was sad and ineffective. But again, we are having fun. And on another note, we're still talking about these less traveled byways and highways that we all recommend that you take in the state of Florida.
Yeah. There's so much here in Florida to do in that sense. You know, just in the RV lifestyle, there's so much going on.
Well, you can't do better than what I'm about to talk about.
Come on.
We got the Florida Cracker Trail. Woo! It's a historic trail that follows the route of Florida's first cattle drive.
That's right.
Offering views of rural landscapes, cattle ranches, and historic sites.
Okay.
Travelers can explore small towns, museums, and cultural heritage sites along the trail.
Yeah, man.
So did you know that Florida has more cattle than Texas?
Get out of here.
Yeah. So
I didn't know more of, but I know that. Now, I was just going to say that to you too, that Florida is one of the largest cattle herding states.
Yeah, well, Texas has the Longhorns, which are cool, but they don't have the beef.
Yeah. We're doing a lot of Black Angus.
That's right. But that's basically opposite most of these roads we were talking about.
Okay.
With the coastlines and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
This is going through the meat of Florida.
Right up the middle. Yes,
And it's, if you're a hunter, these areas in Florida are very dense.
Oh, yeah.
Because we don't really have a real winter, so the underbrush doesn't die.
Yeah.
So you
build.
So you really have to work your land real good.
We used to have one of our maintenance guys, the service techs. He used to go camping out there in the Ocala National Forest and that. It was so intense. It's just so deep forest.
Absolutely.
All right.
I get eaten by a bear. That's why I prefer RVs. Just saying. But lock the door.
Yeah. I probably make good bear food.
Lake Okeechobee Scenic Trail.
Yeah.
That's very nice. It's circumnavigating Lake Okeechobee, so I guess that means it kind of goes around it. Yeah, that's a long, big lake, by the way.
Huge.
It's Florida's largest freshwater lake.
Oh,
This scenic trail offers panoramic views of the lake, marshes, and wetlands.
Mm-hmm.
Travelers can hike, bike, or drive along the trail and explore wildlife viewing areas and fishing spots.
A lot of fishing spots in Lake Okeechobee.
There certainly are.
Oh,
it's a huge lake.
Huge.
I don't know how deep it is, but being Florida, probably not too deep.
Probably not. That's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hey Google.
Yeah, we need to probably get one of those.
Yeah, that'll be here next.
Can you get one of those on the budget? All right, that's good. You take this next one.
All right. Florida Keys Overseas Heritage Trail. So, stretching from Key Largo to Key West, this scenic trail follows the route of the historic Overseas Railroad. Offering stunning views of the turquoise waters of the Florida Keys, travelers can bike, hike, or drive along the trail and explore historic sites, state parks, and beaches.
That's really good use of old railroad tracks.
Oh, yeah. The old bridge used to be able to walk on it, but I think they cut it off now that you can in the old railroad, next to the 7 Mile.
Well, I think that's what they converted to this.
I think there's another stretch. I'm not 100%.
I don't know. See? We need Google.
Because I've seen the guys fishing off of it, but I don't think that's the old railroad tracks.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
We'll go a little deeper.
We will have to, or folks, let your fingers do the walking.
That's right.
And let your Google do the talking.
That's right. Or if you're down there, take a picture for us.
Yeah. Did you know that a lot of RVs and RV accessories have Wi-Fi?
Oh, yes.
You can have your own Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
You can boost your cell signal to where you can have your hotspot lightning fast and stuff. So there's a lot of ways to have normalcy when you're RV.
I think it's the boost that helps the most.
I think probably. Yeah.
So everybody gets a little bit of signal, but if you're out there boondocking,
right,
you'll need that boost.
So you got the Canaveral National Seashore.
Yeah.
It's located on Florida's East Coast. See, I don't do a lot of East Coast. Or should I say, I do a lot of East Coast. I don't do a lot of West Coast. So those West Coasts are very awesome.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there.
Right. So its scenic seashore offers miles of pristine beaches.
Mm-hmm.
Being Canaveral National Seashore, it's probably in the Cape Canaveral area.
Oh, yeah.
That would be my guess.
Yep.
But you got dunes and coastal hammocks. See?
Area.
Travelers can enjoy swimming, sunbathing, bird watching, and exploring historic sites along the coast.
That's nice. Have you ever been out there on the beach by Cape Canaveral?
I absolutely have.
Yeah.
I think one of my favorite actual beaches or whatever to attend is Cocoa Beach.
Oh, Cocoa Beaches.
It has like softer sand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's all white. Now, Miami Beach is awesome too, but it's way too far away.
Yes, very. And it's all, you can't drive on it. It's all that crushed shell sand.
Right.
Different sand.
Yeah. Cocoa Beach is very soft. Very soft.
As well as too, when you go West Coast, you get that hard white sand.
That's true.
Gulf.
Right.
Yeah, man, that's something too.
Yeah. So we were talking earlier about some experiences you had.
Yes.
Did you, do you want to talk about any of these? I'll talk about some of the key things, the keys.
Yeah, I've got some keys stories.
Well, let's hear one.
So the keys, one of the things as a kid that always baffled me about the keys is when you're on your way down there, aren't really any beaches because it's so island and so hotels and homes and that. It's not really just but if you're going down the East Coast, then like Fort Lauderdale, you could just pull off to the side of the beach and go out to the beach and have a blast, So as a kid going down there, it always messed me up. I'm like, let's just pull off. So one time, as 7, 8 years old, we pull off. I've got my snorkel. Nobody's really watching, so I just take off into the water. Right? Start paddling out. My mother freaks out, of course. But when I get out there, there's upside down jellyfish wars. They all freak out, start coming up. I went in full panic. Ran back across the water.
Did you get a sting?
No, they get stuck and all, but it was scary. But
Boy, you gotta be careful of the jellies. Look out for especially if they're man of wars.
Yeah. Well, and who knows? I mean, they're just, and that was the whole thing. I guess they're not really stingy, but they flip upside down and look like planes. So when you swim over, that stirs them up, and then they start swimming around.
Well, maybe that's why you didn't see anybody else enjoying the water over there.
You ain't kidding.
Yeah, well, that's a good story.
Yeah.
I was there for a family outing.
Okay.
We went camping. We were having a great time right in the beach.
Yeah.
Camping. And first thing I remember is when we woke up in the morning, I was out there fixing, a mess of breakfast for the family, cooking sausage and bacon and stuff.
Oh, there you go.
I looked at the campsite next to us, and there were teenagers, young girls.
Okay.
Still asleep laying on the sand. Oh, passed out drunk. And that was unbelievable, but I don't doubt it, because the night before, there was a wedding going on at a gazebo right on the ocean. Apparently, it's a common event.
Very. Yeah, man.
Built there, and it wasn't even attached to really nothing. It's just like a gazebo out there with nothing.
Oh, geez.
So that night I walked my happy butt over there all alone, told the wife I was going to go see what's going on over there. I can see
There you go.
And I crashed the wedding, got free drinks, had a ball. Yeah. So again, when you're RVing and you're in the Keys,
that's right.
Just do what you want. Just
always an adventure.
And we do really miss Margaritaville / Jimmy Buffett.
Jimmy Buffett, just in general. Yeah, man. Yeah. I miss that boy. Actually, another Key West story. As a kid, I saw him in a restaurant. Okay. I tell my parents, there's Jimmy Buffett. My mom goes over to say hello to him. He was, could you just keep it down? We'll go outside and I'll take pictures with you guys. So we got a picture with Jimmy Buffett back in the day. That's probably early 80s.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was very neat.
How did you recognize him?
My parents were into him. So I had seen him like on the cover. He was big in the Keys. So always appearance, all that stuff.
And he was trying to have a low profile. Like he thinks nobody knows.
Nobody knows who he is. Yeah. But yeah, he was there in Alvarado just hanging out.
That's awesome.
That was great.
So I hope everybody had a great Easter.
Yeah.
This past week I was in Henderson, Nevada.
Okay.
Which is basically just outside of Vegas.
Oh, right.
I was staying in the M Resort, and we were having a meeting with the Priority RV Service Network, where we reavowed our commitment basically to that, where if one of their customers is in our area camping and they have an issue that's causing them not to be able to utilize their RV, we'll put them at the front of our line for service.
Okay.
Now it doesn't pay for anything for people or anything like that, but it just gets you in there. If you're an RVer, you call local RV stores and ask for an appointment. A lot of times it's 2 months away.
Oh yeah.
So
and if you're in an emergency, you can't wait 2 months.
And in turn, if our customers are in their area, they'll do the same for us. So that's basically the whole route of that network.
Oh, it's incredible.
It's like we have 3 locations. So if you're in Central Florida, anywhere, we're always very close and we can be there to help you.
There you go.
But some of these brand X's that are getting so common, hundreds of locations, they don't even treat themselves that way.
Mm.
But it's our way of saying we have a big network too. Matter of fact, bigger.
That's right.
And by all means, we will be there for you if you have something that's keeping you from using RV.
Take care of our customers.
So that's important. So we'll be right back. And guess what we're going to focus on?
What do we got next?
Bartow's Corner.
Super deals.
Hey, stay tuned.
Giant Specialty Vehicles is Winter Garden's #1 golf cart dealership. Choose from multiple brands to match your budget, including advanced EV golf carts starting at just $79.99. Or check out the Magix or Atlas. Escape the heat in their air-conditioned showroom and try before you buy. And rent a golf cart for your next adventure. Need repairs? If you're local, it's only $20 to have your cart picked up and brought in for service. Or if you're a do-it-yourselfer, explore their parts and accessories store. Giant Specialty Vehicles. Find out more at giantspecialtyvehicles.com.
Welcome back to the RV Hour.
Yeah.
Hey, Dwayne, did I ever tell you you are a fun person to deal with?
Well, thank you, sir.
You're not fun like me. I have been on an airboat.
There's many people who aren't as fun as you, though.
That's true.
It's hard to get to that level.
That's a fact. I will say that, I haven't talked about my poker buddies in a long time. But,
how's poker?
I am just wearing them out. Them out.
Yep.
And I think they're starting to get a little bit resentful. So it might be time for me to maybe lose a little.
You got to give a little back.
Well, you don't want to not get invited back.
Yeah,
That's
right. Just clean it up every week.
Yeah, if you have a weekly thing, just keep with it. It's members and tight friendships.
Oh, you kidding?
A lot of my customers go and that kind of thing every weekend, go camping.
Oh, that's fun.
And they have their camping buddies too, and they all go.
Oh, yeah.
Even though they're also part of the VIP club, by all means, it starts a whole life cycle.
Yeah, our VIP camping club members too, they're pretty, they're good both there.
Well, yeah, we did extend the pricing of our big promotion sale.
Oh, yeah, the RVs.
Where we had the VIP camping
that's
members
what I wanted to mention.
at each store in mass. They were there to talk about or explain any questions or anything about the club. They also were the actual cooks for the barbecue, the hamburgers and hot dogs.
That's right.
And there were just also the hosts of the spinny wheel. And, they were all.
They did great. It was really.
They did great.
What's just incredible is 30 people volunteered for each store.
That's right.
I mean, 90-something people volunteered to help us out. I thought that was incredible in itself.
Well, if they didn't like us, I doubt they would volunteer.
Yeah, that goes to show. And what's funny, too, is they'd come in here and you'd kind of see a couple of them standing, and then somebody else would come in that's in the club, and it was like, Rick, yeah, they all get excited. It was neat. It was fun to see.
Well, it also got a lot of our club members to meet all of our staffs.
Yes, yeah, which they all enjoy.
That's a fact. So, again, that's what it's all about. So, did I say we were going to talk about some Bartow Corner products?
Bartow's Corner.
You know what specific products we're on now?
What's that?
We're talking about the new Liftover 2023 motorized.
Here we go, clearing them out.
Motorized. Now, a lot of these motorized I'm going to talk about also has factory rebates and all that. But even not counting that, the pricing is unbelievable.
Yeah, Bartow, he does a great effort there, boy.
So the first one on my list
what do you got
is a 223 Thor Challenger Class A gas. It's a model 35 MQ.
Nice.
Now, I don't know what M nor Q stands for.
Multiple comfort. Nothing.
I can't tell you. I really don't know. But this beautiful coach that I'm going to showcase is currently at our Winter Garden location.
Oh, yeah.
It's a full body paint. I call it the high-end gas coat.
Okay.
Powered by it's on a 24,000 pound GVWR chassis. 24,000 pound.
Whoa.
So it's as big as they get, basically. Almost. I think 26,000 is as big as a gas chassis gets.
Okay.
Yeah. But this one is the 7.3 liter V8, which is a Godzilla motor.
I was going to ask you. I was waiting for it. I was going to ask.
It has an 8,000 pound hitch. It is 38 foot long.
Yeah.
It has 168 cubic feet of storage.
Whoa.
See, that's a lot.
That is a lot.
For a non-raised rail,
vehicle. Because that's what we talked before. The raised rail usually gives you all that space under there. And this is not. And it still has that much. Well,
now this coach has 2 slides. However, the main slide is a sofa and dinette. So they call that a super slide.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And then opposite that is a full wall slide. So it might as well have 5 slides.
Might as well.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
So
I'm catching what you're throwing down.
this coach has an MSRP of $278,310.
Yeah.
You know what the sale price is?
What do you got?
$156,444. How much is that off?
Almost $122,000.
It's 6 figures off.
Wow.
See what I'm saying? That is priced to sell.
Before we get off of this one, does this bed lift?
It absolutely does lift.
That's a mechanical lift bed. Look
Yeah.
at that.
It's almost like a,
Yeah. One of those.
the reason it does that is so that you can walk around it.
Okay.
It shortens it so that when that full wall slide goes in, it doesn't keep you from being able to access whatever's
In the closets and all that stuff. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. That's good.
Yeah, that's a beautiful coach, full body paint, dripping in hardwood and leather, like I've said many, many times before.
That is lovely.
It stores premium gasoline coach, and we invite you to any of our locations and check them out.
Come on.
Warranty forever is included at no cost to you.
No cost to you.
Priority network that I already talked about is a given.
Yep.
And the ability to join our VIP camping club.
I think that's the biggest.
It probably is.
It really is.
You know?
Because no matter what, you're always going to have maintenance. You're always going to have service to do. But not everybody has a camping
Okay,
club.
no matter where you're at, there you are. That's what I thought about when you said that. Just saying,
Where am I? I'm right here. You'll see me.
That's a great coach, folks. And
Yeah,
it
man.
sleeps 5 people, and I'm going to tell you why.
What you got?
It's got the big king bed in the back that you said does tilt.
The tilt up?
It doesn't only tilt for when you're, driving down the road, but you can tilt it to watch TV and all that kind of stuff. It's
Keep your
awesome.
wife from snoring?
Yeah.
After up.
Absolutely. But it's got a side bath with a big shower, a separate toilet, and separate sink.
There you go.
That's all on one side. Across from that, you got the stackable washer and dryer, pantry. It's got a residential fridge,
Man, that is nice.
Like I said, the sofa and dinette are in the big slide in the living area.
Okay.
It's got across from that is theater seating, so you can see the nice TV real easy for you and the loved one. But the beds, you got the rear king bed.
The bed is nice.
You got a dinette that makes a bed.
Oh, yeah.
You have the sofa bed, and you have an overhead bed. But the dinette and sofa beds are not super big. So I'd say they only, I say they only sleep one,
Gotcha.
each one of those. And the overhead bunk also is super big.
The coffee table in between the driver and passenger seat, is that bigger than the other tables? It seems like it's a rental.
It's a good sized table, it goes in basically a porthole thing.
Oh, okay.
It's removable.
Removable.
And there's a place in the back that you store.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah. But that's a great coach.
Yeah, man.
Make sure you come and see it.
Oh,
yeah. And, Bartow's quarter. It's $121,900 roughly off.
incredible. All right. What do you got next?
I'm going to talk about a Holiday Rambler Eclipse 32S
Eclipse is coming.
gas class A. This is also a high-end gasoline coach with full exterior body paint.
Oh, well. Oh, this is fancy on the outside.
It's a beautiful coach. It's on the Ford F-50 breed chassis. This is the 22,000-pound GVWR because it's only 33 feet.
Oh, okay.
But it still has an 8,000-pound towing hitch.
Yeah. Still a V8.
It sleeps 8 people.
Oh.
It has 4 beds. It's got that 7.3-liter V8.
Yes, sir.
Godzilla. Go Godzilla. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. The MSRP is $206,200.
Whoa.
And our price, $127,444. Almost $79,000 off. That's number one. It's a higher end coach, but not the super highest end. I think the super highest end Holiday Rambler is the Vacationer.
It's the Vacationer.
But they felt that they were losing between that and the Admiral, which is their entry level product.
Oh, okay.
Or should I say cheapest?
Yeah.
They were missing the boat on some of these, and that price range is hard to fill, especially at 127. You can't usually get a full body coach for that kind of
for that stuff. Yeah. And it seems too like it has more of a back living area than the front entertainment area.
Well, it's a bath and a half.
Yeah, man. That is something.
Actually, it's 2 full baths. Is what
it's 2 full baths.
Sorry.
Yeah,
it's not it's not a half bath. It has two showers, 2 toilets, and 2 lavatory sinks. Yeah, but basically it's a rear king bed in the back in a slide. And then it's got a full wall slide across, on the other side.
Nice big slide. Too.
Yeah.
Super
So,
flat.
it's got it's got a sofa bed, jackknife sofa bed. You've got a pull down bunk over the top. It's got the dinette, the mix-up bed, and it's got that king bed in the back and 2 full bathrooms. So you can have mama and dad's and the children's.
Yep.
And it has plenty of places to sleep.
That's the way to do it sometimes.
Yeah. Big wardrobe.
Oh,
I mean, it's a great floor plan. And it's priced to go with all the niches and extras that Giant Recreation World provides as part of the deal, and never have any unexpected fees.
It's all for you. No hidden fees.
I was at the Tampa Super Show, and I saw the big general display.
Right.
They had fees that added up to like $5,000. So I was, why did I find that out? Because I was looking at some prices and I'm like, man, we're usually more than competitive. How come I can't compete with that?
That's why.
Oh, guess what?
Hit you in the back end.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Walk out. If anybody ever does that to you,
Yep.
just walk out. And I call it unscrupulous. Hey, you want to talk about this next one?
Yes, sir. This 2023 Tiffin Motorhome Allegro 45 OPP.
Unbelievable. This is our nicest product at any of our locations.
It's pretty good.
Now, only our Palm Bay store is approved to sell the Allegros, the Tiffin Allegros. So you'll have to go there to see them and to deal on.
Yeah, man. I wonder what the OPP is.
Those are just floor plan indications, but hey, we'll meet it.
We'll get there. We're going to find out. Yeah.
We'll get some Allegro people to come on this pod show.
Because that's also a song. You down with OP?
Yeah. There's nothing to do with that. But,
nothing to do
this
with
particular coach is a tag axle motorhome.
Okay.
So it's basically like a Trailhound bus looking thing.
Yeah, man.
It's got a 450 horsepower standard engine.
Hey,
with optional 605 horsepower.
this is the big boy.
It's on the Power Glide raised rail chassis.
Oh, yeah.
So it's got that bus style storage underneath, it's 257 square foot of storage.
I was just going to ask you if you had that listed there. Yeah,
It has a 15,000 pound towing hit.
Oh, well.
If you have the 605 horsepower option, it's 20,000. It's 45 feet long. It sleeps 4 or 5 people, depending on the size of the people.
Of the people.
Yeah. It's got a 323-inch wheelbase.
Oh, jeez.
It has a 60-plus degree wheel cut. So again, even though it's 45 feet long, any of these gas coaches we're comparing it to, it'll turn inside them.
Oh, man.
So,
look at that.
Yeah. It's 14 height, minimum garage height needed if you're going to put it in an RV garage.
Oh, this is a big boy here.
Yes. There's some ways to get around that, by the way, because it has an air chassis. You can let all the air out and it will lower it. The factory's afraid of that. So they say make it minimum 14.
Oh, okay.
So basically as high as it ever gets, it'll be fine.
Gotcha.
Right?
Because then if you forget, you don't want to slam into your house and
That's what I'm saying.
taking the air.
That's what I'm saying.
That's interesting.
And the tagged axle is helps you to for that ride, keep it straight and narrow going down the road.
Okay. Is that what it is? It more of a stabilizer type of deal?
It's just because it's a heavier coach and heavier chassis, it requires that other axle.
Extra
But it does keeps it tracking better.
Okay.
And people say, well, that's just a pain because when you're turning real sharp, it's scrubbing them rear tires. And it's not the case because the minute you do that, those tires go up automatic.
Oh, get out now.
Yeah, they lift themselves up.
Oh, that's interesting.
Some of them even assist in turning.
Oh, like they'll turn a little too.
Yes, sir. So yes, we're talking high tech, baby.
Yes, sir.
Of course, this is a quad slide.
Yeah.
And it's probably more because 2 of the slides are super slides. 3 of them, actually. It's a
3 of them.
Yeah, it's a bath and a half floor plan. It's got the biggest, best of everything.
That it does. Look at that.
So everything in it is bigger and better, full of all kinds of hardwood with intricate detail, just like you would expect from any Tiffin Allegro bus. That's as high as the product as we offer. Tiffin makes one higher. It's called the Zephyr.
Oh, okay.
But that's basically their equivalent of a Prevost bus.
Yeah.
And it's a custom. And they only have one dealer in Florida. I'm not even going to talk about them. Not even going to tell you. Because I don't want you to know. And you know what? It has 605 horsepower which you can get. I can order you a bus that way.
There you go.
If I don't have one in stock.
If we don't have one, we'll get one for you.
There's so many options and stuff available, though. It's hard to shop those.
Yeah.
So you basically sit down, we'll build one for you.
Oh, there you go.
You know,
That's nice.
We'll build one for you. You go on their factory website and build one for you, too.
There you go. That's awesome.
You know what I just PO'd?
What you got?
I PO'd one of these bad boys, the new Bob Tiffin edition,
Whoa.
where it's a signature product.
Oh,
They're only making so many of them.
That's
I think ours is number 32 or something.
That's
So
awesome.
that's coming soon, and we're going to have a whole hoopla show about that.
You ain't kidding.
So this one's list price $686,626 on sale for $467,447, and I guarantee that ain't near map because it's almost $220,000 off MSRP.
Yeah.
We might have one time for one more. You know,
Here we go.
go ahead.
We got the 23 Tiffin Motorhomes Wayfarer 25 JW.
That is a Class B or C diesel.
C diesel. Yeah,
It's on a Mercedes 3500D dual wheel cutaway chassis.
Cutaway chassis.
So that means it's the front van is the Mercedes.
Yep.
And the back is the Allegro.
There you go.
It's got a 3-liter turbo diesel V6.
Yeah.
It's got a Mercedes 7G Tronic auto transmission.
Holy moly.
It's got two, it sleeps 4 with 2 separate beds.
Wow.
Nice, right?
You ain't kidding.
It's an Onan quiet diesel generator. That's a big plus on these products. Sometimes they put an LP generator in there and they don't run as long.
Run as much. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, that's fun.
It's got 37 cubic foot of storage. Don't sound a lot, but it is.
That is. Pretty big.
Some warranty talked about. I mean, I don't talk about warranties much.
Not much.
But the factory warranty comes with a 1 year, 12,000 mile. All of these are limited, by the way,
Okay.
because nothing is ever bumper to bumper, ever.
Ever.
They're lying to you if they say it is.
That's right.
Like light bulbs, not covered. 3-year DLAM warranty,
Oh,
limited. 5-year 100,000 mile chassis powertrain warranty. 3-year 36,000 mile Mercedes warranty, and a 1-year roadside.
oh,
So, folks, make sure you come out and see us. This is on sale for $144. You can't do better. We'll see you next week.
Shop at GiantRecreationWorld.com or visit their 3 locations. The only RV dealer in Central and North Florida with a nationwide RV warranty forever. GiantRecreationWorld.com.